Thank you.
Vanessa Vane? I don't believe it, Britt. That's incredible. Incredible. I don't know what's happening to the good people of this city. You know, in the last 2 months, 3 of our outstanding citizens have been involved in rackets of some sort. Harvey Wicks, embezzlement. George Foster Matson, grand theft and bunco. Hamilton Bartlett and fraud.
And now Vanessa. Not to mention Oliver the jeweler. He even denies that Vanessa was in his store. They all say the same thing. They all claim they have no memory of committing a crime. Frank, I think I know what happened to those people. I want you to listen to something. You too, Cato.
Thanks. What, music?
That's at normal speed. Now listen to what happens when I turn the speed down to where the tape is barely moving.
When you get the money, you will bring it to me. You will not remember any of the instructions I have given you.
What is that?
You know what Professor Wiley was working on?
Motivational research.
And he had made a significant breakthrough in the field of motivational technique. You've heard of subliminal suggestion?
You mean where words are flashed so fast on a screen a person can't see them?
Only you do see them, Cato. Not with the eye, but with the brain. Professor Wiley took that principle and applied it to the spoken word. Perfected this. A method of giving verbal instructions so rapidly that they bypass the auditory senses and are picked up only by the subconscious mind. A sort of silent brainwashing.
Where did you get this tape?
The Veil of Eden.
Veil of Eden?
Somehow Eden got a hold of Professor Wiley's technique and is using it for his own purposes. Frank, I think you'll find that Harvey Wicks, George Foster Matson, Desmond Oliver, and Vanessa Vane all have something in common. They're all patrons of the Veil of Eden.
And Peter Eden programmed them to commit these crimes for his own benefit.
Miss Case, how was it at the Veil of Eden?
Just fine.
Easy, Miss Case, easy.
What was I gonna do? Where did I get that gun?
Veil of Eden?
You were doing what you were programmed to do. Eden evidently found out we were onto him and tried to get rid of him.
What? I don't remember anything.
You're not supposed to. That's the name of the game.
Well, I'm going to put an end to it right now.
How, Frank? You can have Eden arrested, but what have you got to prosecute him with? People like Casey and Vanessa Vane don't even know they've been programmed. Harriet Dennis in the hospital, we don't even know whether she'll live. And if she does live, we don't know what she'll say.
I'm afraid you're right. And that tape certainly isn't admissible as evidence.
Give me some time, Frank. I'll have you all the evidence you'll need. The Green Hornet's going to have a little business conference with Peter Eden. Hornet gun. Check. Hornet sting. Check. Let's roll, Cato.
do you want?
I want 50% of your take from Professor Wiley's subliminal motivation machine.
What on earth are you
I don't
talking
have
about?
time for charades, Eden.
My dear man, I operate a health club, that's all. A health club that caters to...
Find a quiet alley where you can park. Mr. Eden's memory needs a little jogging.
Oh, now, look here, you wouldn't dare.
Oh, wouldn't I?
I'm not afraid of you.
Did anybody ever tell you what a bad liar you are, Eden?
All right. All right, let's say I do have this little sideline you mentioned.
Sideline.
50%, that's a lot.
It's exactly half.
Yes, I know. Well, I need time to think it over.
All right. You have 30 seconds.
Well, I guess I'm in no position to turn it down.
No, you're not.
And I'd be a fool to refuse even if I could. You, your car, your weapons, your equipment. You could contribute a good deal to a partnership.
A modest amount.
Like, tomorrow night, for instance.
What about tomorrow night?
The president of the Century Bank is a patron of the Vale of Eden. And he's been, shall we say, programmed to leave the time lock on the bank's vault turned off. Interested?
Where and what time shall I meet you?
In an alley behind the bank at exactly 9 o'clock. Miss Vane.
Oh, Mr. Eden. You don't know how happy I am that you called me and asked me to come in for a treatment today. It's almost as if you knew how confused and upset I was. I had the most disturbing experience yesterday. A friend of mine, a Mr. Reed, accused me of stealing a necklace worth $250,000.
How absurd.
Yes, that's what I told him. I said, if this Mr. Oliver, well, if he'd lost a necklace that valuable, he certainly would have reported to the police, wouldn't he?
Of course he would.
But he didn't. I know it's ridiculous, but I have this feeling that I wasn't a homeowner yesterday as I thought I was. Now I have a feeling.
We'll talk about all that later, but in the meantime, we have a special treatment, all prepared just for you.
A special treatment?
Yes. I can guarantee you, Miss Vane, that before this day is over, you won't have a care in the world. Not a care in the world.
No, thank you, Mr. Eden. Thank you.
Helga, Miss Vane is waiting.
Thank you, Mr. Eden. Think this'll do the job?
Dorothy, my dear, there's enough nitroglycerin in here to blow up the Green Hornet, his car, his chauffeur, and Miss Vane 20 times over.